Hey guys, how's it going? This clip is part 1 of 3 and explains how does your credit score impact your interest rate and the resulting mortgage cost when you are buying or refinancing your home. This part 1 is about the most common mortgage, a 30-year fixed rate conventional loan where you will live in the house. Loans to investors aren't covered here. FHA loans are in part 3 and 15-year loans are in a completely separate video. Now, credit scores not only affect your rate, but also affect the cost of mortgage insurance on conventional loans. We'll explain that in part 2. Here, we pretend that all borrowers have 20% down and no mortgage insurance. So, you have great 740 plus credit scores, and you get the lowest 30-year fixed rate. In this example, 4%. My scores aren't so good, say 640, so my rate is more than 0.5% higher than yours, say 4.625. On a $200,000 loan, my $1,028 principal and interest is $73 a month higher than your $955. This adds up. In this case, over 15 years, my higher 4 5/8 rate cost me $17,400 more than your 4% rate. Now, if you're only keeping the loan for 3 or 4 years and then relocating, then the difference is less than $5,000. But the argument that you'll be refinancing doesn't work unless you have a really good reason to believe that mortgage rates will fall. So, we've just looked at comparing the best to the worst. It turns out that because of how Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac perceive risk to them, rates are a little different for each 20-point bracket in between the best and the worst. So here they are. Small rate differences at each 20 points, and the cumulative cost over time varies, as you can see. There are 4 more brackets, and I drew in 2 other lines to show these cumulative rate differences. This brings up some questions. My score is 679. You mean that if I get my score bumped just 1 point to 680, I'll save 0.25% on my rate? Yep. Well, how about me? My score is 800. Does it get me anything better than somebody with a 740 score? Surprisingly, no. How about me? My score is 620. My rate won't improve if I get to 640 or 655? Nope, but it might help get you an approval. So, part 2 is next, and we'll add in the cost of conventional mortgage insurance when you have less than 20% down. As always, if you have questions, you can call or text, and email is scott@scotthelp.com. Thanks for watching.